In this short video, I just want to talk to you about lead generation and a great way that you can actually generate leads for your business. And that is by simply speaking in public. Now, I know there'll be people listening to this video who are terrified of that very thought of doing that. But the point is, if you start out small, 2-3 people at local networking events, something like that build your confidence up, you soon get used to it and you get better at it as you practice. But it's a brilliant way of positioning you as an expert at what you do. People like experts. They will buy stuff from experts. They want information from experts. So anytime you're standing up and they're sitting down, you're talking and they're listening, you're perceived as an expert. Now, the way of generating leads, some venues will give you a delegates list and they'll have names, email address, that kind of stuff on. With data protection, that's getting very less and less likely. However, there is something you can do to get people in your audience to give you permission to email them, to give you permission to phone them, and for them to give you that information that enables you to do that, i.e. a business card. I'll give you a real life example of this. And the real life example is a few years ago I spoke at the Ricoh Arena in Coventry. And for those who have no interest in football or are outside the UK, the Ricoh Arena is where Coventry City play football. And I went in and there was hundreds of people there, and my talk was on overcoming sales objections. So I talked to people and said there seems to be two main areas of objection. One is getting people to actually say yes and buying. The other one is getting people to say yes for an appointment. Does anyone have difficulties with getting appointments? And lots of hands went up. So, well, have you ever thought about trying to use LinkedIn to get to people rather than picking the phone up? Because there's no gatekeepers, there's no PAs, there's no secretaries on LinkedIn. You just go to a person's profile and you can send them a nice little message, personalise it, and get in touch with them that way. And so I said, just out of curiosity, who is on LinkedIn in the audience? And like nearly everyone put their hand up. That's okay, fine. Who actually knows what they're doing on LinkedIn? Who's actually got a strategy for using LinkedIn? And loads of hands went down. I said, okay, fine. Who's ever got a lead or an appointment from LinkedIn? Loads more hands went down. Final question was, who has ever actually earned any money from using LinkedIn? And there was my hand and one other person in an audience of hundreds who still got them raised. So I said, well, if it would be of interest to you, I've written a book, How to Use LinkedIn for Business. It's an ebook. I've got it in ebook format. And if you'd like that, it's yours, free of charge, no charge whatsoever. And if you just give me a business card after the talk, I'll send it to you. It'll be with you within 48 hours. So the talk went down well, and people came up to the stage, to the front, and we were having a chat. They gave me business cards, and I also said to them that I do a newsletter that goes out as a rule on a Thursday each week in the UK called What's New. It's got little business tips and advice in. If you'd like a copy of that, I'll send it to you. If you decide once you've seen it, it's not for you, then just unsubscribe. So they said, yeah, fine. So I got two things. I got people I could potentially do business with LinkedIn, because I have a LinkedIn profiling service that I offer. Second one is I got people on my newsletter list. And the third thing from this was I said I'll have it with you within 48 hours. I sent it in just under 24. Now there's a great guy called Peter Thompson. Look for him online, prolific product creator, great guy, who once said to me, we met up in London, Speed stuns. When you say you're going to deliver something in X amount of time and you do it in half, people are impressed. You might not be there to see the face, but they will be impressed, and they'll remember it. So that's what I did. Said 48, did it in less than 24, and that's how to get leads and generate leads from a stage, from talking, especially if the venue will not give you the delegates list. I'll see you next time. Bye.